Do you want to give the IRS more power? Well, how about this one? How about more money? Senator John Barrasso, who is also a doctor, has a plan. He joins us now. And I guess your plan is not to give them, the IRS, more money, or at least I suspect that.
Well, I believe the IRS cannot be trusted on the health care law, but yet they're the enforcers of the health care law. You know, for years people have been anxious about the IRS. Now there's actual anger. The IRS has lost its credibility, as has the president. And to put them in charge of the health care law at a time when we see that they've targeted individuals, abusing power, and also have abused the trust of the American people by wasting all of this money, $50 million in conferences in just a couple of years, what, $4 million on one conference. I think people all across the country have seen that terrible line dancing. The American taxpayers paid for that at a time of tough economic problems in this country.
So what's going to happen? According to the Obama's budget for next year is $12.9 billion, which is 14% over the current, and $440 million of that is going towards implementation of health care, which means 2,000 employees. If Congress doesn't give them the cash for the 2,000 employees or the $440 million to pay for, what happens come October through January?
Well, the IRS has already been growing, and the plan under the health care law, with the IRS as the enforcer of the health care laws, they're looking for over 16,000 more employees. This $440 million dollars will cover about 2,000 more employees. I say there's no reason in the world to give them a single penny and to reward them for abusing power as they have been.
Well, I can't see the House of Representatives in the current state. I can't see them giving them the $440 million for this, right? Do you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely.
So tell me, what's going to happen? I mean, I don't think anyone's going to give them a loan. I mean, what are they going to? I mean, how if the IRS doesn't have the manpower or the cash to implement the health care, what happens?
Well, they're going to be slowed down in the process, which is the goal behind this. Do not reward them by giving them more money when we know they're irresponsible. But this is the problem with the entire health care law, Greta. There's money that was put in it for IRS agents to investigate you, but there's not enough to train people to be doctors and nurses to actually take care of you.
Now that's a little messed up. I mean, there's a shortage of doctors, and we're not like, there's nothing in this healthcare law that means more doctors. Why is there a shortage of doctors, by the way? When I was in college, everybody wanted to go to medical school, and there weren't any seats.
Well, I mean, that's still the situation. There are not enough doctors, nurses, PAs, nurse practitioners across the board. The population of the country has been growing faster than the number of people being trained. Life expectancy in this country has dramatically increased. My mom just turned 90. When she was born, the life expectancy for a woman in this country was 56. Now for a woman, it's 81. So we've added 25 years to life expectancy because of the advances in medicine. We don't have the additional health personnel to keep up with the increase in the population.
If the Obama administration needs $440 million to go towards implementation of health care, if they don't get it, I mean, they can absorb some of this, but at some point this is going to implode, right, if they don't have the money?
Well, the IRS is the enforcer of the health care law.
Right.
What they enforce is they want to make sure when you fill out your tax returns, you have to prove to them that you have health insurance, and not just any, but acceptable health insurance, like Obamacare level health insurance, covering a lot of things.
So tell me the doomsday scenario when they don't have the money to do this.
Well, they've called it, Max Baucus, a Democrat in the Senate, called it a coming train wreck. Because the IRS is also very involved in just people trying to buy insurance on the exchanges, which go active October 1st. They have to start purchasing on January 1st. When they push that button to send all the information they put into the computer to the data hub, it goes to the IRS, to Homeland Security, and to Social Security. I can't imagine that this is going to be ready to work. The government has missed so many of the deadlines on the Obama health care law. They're going to mess this one up, too.
Well, I'll see what happens. Plus, there's the fact that the people don't trust the IRS particularly much right now as well. Nice to see you, Senator.
Thanks for having me.